Okay, so last episode we managed to get an email off of I can't remember the guy's name. Nabu. He's an orc rocker. We got the data off of him. It was an email that was encrypted. The team exfilled to Eclipse's apartment, where the data was decoded and turned out to be information like this. It was someone trying to sell the disc, like potentially a middleman who's trying to sell the disc. So we're all back at the apartment. Sam, I think it's night time, going into night time. I think last time we all sort of went to sleep, and then the session was going to pick up the next day.
Right.
So yeah, everyone. I think.
Did anybody any Google searching, net searching, matrix searching for any information in the last? Know why you guys were out?
No, I didn't know.
Did you, Sam?
I don't think so.
Okay, then basically you're leaving on what you know.
I don't think we're leaving.
Downtime chance to go and do some online research basically.
Yeah.
And since nobody did, you guys all crashed out. The characters don't have that information.
I don't think we're going to just straight up leave the apartment straight away. I think Basil and Gundar are sorting coffee out and things like that. I think we're all just sort of coming round and waking up and things like that.
Sam did do some googling. Remember, he emailed that stuff to the team.
Right. You at least had done that. Basically, this is your chance to searching that you need to do before you go to the cathode globe to look for Zipper.
We can just sort of recap on those emails and say, ooh, have you heard those rumors? We don't know if they're true or not, but that's what they say about the jet lag?
Yeah.
Right.
So I think let's treat them as rumors, but basically we have seen that wiki page.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, Eclipse comes out of her room and fixes herself a drink before settling down on the sofa and just sort of quietly enjoying her drink, waiting for the rest of the team.
Alright, so what are you guys doing now? Are you ready to go?
Gundar would suggest that making a copy of the information on the disc would be beneficial should our current contact decide to screw the pooch.
When we got the job, we were told not to, like, if there is a copy, we have to destroy the copy, or we have to reclaim the copy and bring it back with us.
Could we not copy, but only write down said information?
I think it's just music files.
Barcel says that you guys absolutely can copy the data. It's standard procedure. Just because this guy wants it, if he finds out you sold it later, he might come and try to, have a Shadowrun team kill you. Never know. But once you have the disc and can figure out how to play it, you can go from there and see if you want it standard. But if it turns up somewhere else, it's probably going to be your ass. But if Jet Black and listen to the music, probably not going to fuss about you making a copy.
Gundar then believed we should complete deal and move on and find more jobs.
Okay.
Meanwhile, it got Tacoma thinking. Tacoma says, yes, let's make one spare copy and keep it as a backup.
Souvenir.
Not a souvenir. With the intention to destroy it once the deal has been completed. Let's keep it as a safety precaution.
I like that more than just straight up copying it for our own benefit.
A bargaining chip, basically.
Yeah.
We will place it in such a format or in such a place where it can easily be destroyed. But if somebody should give us any fuss, we can bargain with it.
Gundar suggests use Gundar's fist to keep Chip safe.
Okay, so Tacoma's just gone then, I take it, yeah? Like if we're going by the order, then Tacoma's just gone, yeah.
No, it doesn't matter. It's fine.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, yeah. Eclipse. Yeah. She's sitting on the sofa. She finishes her drink and nods to the rest of the team. So we're going to this. We're going to this hacker bar, and we're gonna go and meet Zipper and discuss this disc. Is there anything you guys want to input before we leave to go and meet this guy?
Tacoma needs more coffee input. then she will be ready to lead the troops into the cafe.
I think.
All right. By the time she says that, there's a knock on the door and there's actual coffee, and a big jug of it delivered to the door. Barstow pays the guy and passes out coffee so we can continue.
Oh, nice. Real coffee.
Real coffee.
Oh, wow.
Real coffee.
Not bullshit
Living a
coffee.
high life here.
It's not cat crap coffee, but it's pretty good.
Gundor would like to take an opportunity to drink all the coffee immediately.
I think you'll have to fight Tacoma for it.
Yeah, you're rolling it. Hey, wait, what?
So what was the initiative again? My initiative is 7.
What's everybody's initiative?
My initiative.
What is it?
3.
My initiative is 10.
Yeah, basically Gundar goes to drink the coffee and it is rapidly snatched from his large hand. The guy at the door hands another bucket from around the corner straight to Gundar. Came prepared.
Excellent.
Gundar is pleased by your preparedness.
Okay, I believe we have prepared. Shall we meet the Zipper?
Alrighty. I'll read what it has from the story here. It says, the cathode glow looks like it's been around for at least 50 years and has been going downhill for 49 of them. As you walk, it looks like a really old thrift shop. You can feel a crawly sensation of suspicious glares from all around the room. I mean, there's TV screens with, all kinds of monitors from the old, green screens up to 3D plasma screen type shit. And there's eyes and ears and mouths and all kinds of shit on these screens. As soon as you walk in, they all focus on you. And then the first thing that I sent, the first link, the little, basically it's Max from that movie, comes down. Because there's an ancient computer terminals, old school cyberdeck equipment attached to the walls, tables, bar, even the floor. You can swear some of it dates back to the pre, and all of it seems to be in working order. In AR, the place is even weirder. Each of the archaic devices is overlaid with a bizarre active icon AROs that seem to be alive and watching you. So even in the AR, for anyone that's jacked in, everything has eyes and ears and mouths watching you, not just the screens. An eyeball on metal stalks cranes down from the ceiling and regards you dispassionately, followed by a monotone voice that crackles over your speakers, saying, "How may I help you?" When you guys walk in, basically everything focuses on you, including this weird little eyeball on a stalk. All around the room, there's robots, which is the second picture. Each of those robots is toddling around in this giant space. It's not like a small bar. I guess it's bigger than you think it is. But there's these robots wandering around, serving drinks or doing stuff. On one table to the side, there's people that have a brand new deck, and they've got it tore apart, and they're patching old shit in and, making it better, even though it's the brand. There's a guy over here that's got, some ancient relic of one that he's putting the guts of the first one into. There's people doing, a lot of people just jack in on couches and in sofas and chairs and stuff. but there's a lot of stuff going on. It smells like old cigar smoke, a little bit of pot, some other herbs that are increased function. And like someplace that people come in here and don't ever leave.
Eclipse takes a moment to take in the surroundings, and she feels safe in the fact that they're being watched. Like, her previous security knowledge says, right, this place is obviously very secure. I feel okay here. And then Eclipse she turns to Sam and she's like, do you want to... You're a hacker, this is your thing. Do you know what I mean? Like, do you want to speak to this rather lovely robot?
A lot of the eyes focus on Barso, and he kind of clenches. He turns around and walks on outside. He says, "I'll just watch the door for you guys." The space, even Gundar's not really comfortable in here, especially with all the eyes on him. But he can comfortably. Barso, steps outside, and all the focus goes back on everybody else. He's tech negative, so they don't even want him around. They don't even want him outside.
Gundar adjusts his star bifocals and proceeds outwards with Barsil, for he does not feel comfortable with all the eyes upon him.
Tacoma is casually browsing around the technology. She winks at one of the eyes on the stalk. She pauses to check out one of the old-style arcade games running in a machine nearby. Pokes at another screen and whispers very casually, "Is that DOS?" And sort of making her way through the room, just sort of glancing at the technology and tapping at the machinery and sort of this indignant browsing. I'm just here for the vintage kind of swagger thing going on, and to extent this is genuine because they do have some rather interesting old machines here, and by doing so she's trying to get to the depths of the cafe.
Okay, well, as you're admiring your antique computer geek swagger, which is just awesome, there's a big bar. As you move through the room, you see that very quickly you and Sam can disc. Whatever type of disc, whatever formatting it's got, you could probably come here and play the disc with some piece of equipment in this room. No matter what it is, you guys can probably come back here and access the data and go from there. Headed?
Mm-hmm.
Where were you going in the room? Sorry.
Tacoma is approaching the bar, leans on it, and semi-casually asks, "May I change the tune on the jukebox? You mind?"
While all this is going on, what are Sam and Eclipse doing? Are they just talking to the robot still? While Tacoma sort of snuck off.
Yeah, I'm guessing Tacoma acknowledged you guys as she was, wandering off down towards the bar. You guys can follow her. Do whatever you want to do. The little eyeball watches her go. As soon as she starts touching shit, it swings around and focuses back on you two.
Okay.
You guys have an idea who you're looking for. Zipper. It doesn't tell you the email. It just says to come here and ask for Zipper. It doesn't describe her. It doesn't tell you, anything about even who she is.
Okay, well, Eclipse will defer to Sam because he looks like he fits in here. Like he's got a deck, and he's the hacker type. So I'm gonna just defer to Sam for this whole thing. And if he needs me, then Eclipse lets him know that he's there, or lets him know that she's there.
Right. And there's all kinds of different people here. Sam and Tacoma both are pretty comfortable in here. Sam and Tacoma, if you'll both roll your etiquette plus charisma test. Tacoma, while you're talking to the bar robot, and Sam, as you're just kind of looking, however you want. hitting in the Matrix. Both you wrote etiquette plus charisma.
Etiquette. I'm not sure I actually put anything in etiquette because I totally forgot.
Okay. Just the charisma then.
Let me check. Oh! I have etiquette rank 4.
There you go.
And so that's altogether that's 9 dice, and my charisma is 5. But etiquette is already charisma based, so I still add charisma and etiquette together, or
Yeah, it says etiquette plus charisma.
okay. So 9 plus 5, that's 14.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa, no ones. 5 twos, 2 threes, 2 fours, 3 fives,
Yeah, you're good.
and 2 sixes. 51.
Nice.
The little hold on, I think. Okay. It's just written weird. I've got to get it figured out. The bartender points to you, says she's sitting back there in the corner. It's her and another woman are sitting at a small booth-like table. She's an American Indian, Asian, dwarf woman with short, spiky hair, short, spiky black hair. This was another dwarf woman, each with a drink in front of them, and they seem to be playing some kind of game with their comlinks. Okay, hold on, is that me?
No.
Yeah, that weird humming's not me. I'm sorry, guys.
Okay. Is it me?
Could be, because when you speak up, then it disappears.
Oh, I can hear it now. It's just very low hum, yeah?
Yeah, it dropped way down, but it got real high there for a minute.
Oh, okay.
All right, we're good now.
Okay, so I guess...
So basically, the bartender points her right out. So it's up to you what you guys want to do from here.
Okay.
She's like playing a holographic kind of game through her little comlink, moving fingers and stuff, and the little fighters are fighting each other.
So I guess
And
Eclipse, Sam, and Tacoma are all at the bar now, I take it.
You two are probably... You're still standing there with the eyeball looking at you, but Tacoma walked to the bar.
Okay.
Tacoma would like to approach the gamers, and when their current match is ended, she very casually, politely asks, "May I join in? Or may I try?"
Okay, I'm sorry, will you say that again?
Tacoma approaches the players, the gamers, and very nicely asks, "May I join in? May I try?"
The one that... Which one you're looking at, or both of them? They kind of pause, the little fighters pause, and the one you're looking for says, "What do you want? What's going on?"
When Eclipse sees this going on, when she sees things sort of not escalating but conversation going on between Tacoma and these two people, Eclipse will go over and stand by Tacoma.
Yeah, I mean, you guys can obviously see the bartender point somebody out and see her walk towards them.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I joined
When you interrupt
Tacoma.
the game, she's like, "What did you say?" And you repeat it, and then she's like, "What do you want?" She's not really polite.
And Takuma's like, "Oh, nothing. I was just wondering if it's a good game and if I could just try it out."
She's like, "Yeah, it's a fine game, but we're waiting for somebody. We've got an appointment coming in. We're busy."
Oh, okay then. By the way, do you know who's Zipperin?
What was that?
Takuma is basically just brushing off like, "Oh, fine then. By the way, do you happen to know who's Zipperin?"
Oh, okay.
Just slipping the question in there with the other talk.
Right, give me just a second here. Okay. First. She says, yes, I'm Zipper. How can I help you? We were kind of busy. We're waiting on somebody.
Well, would you
and she notices that Eclipse and Sam join you. She's moving like she's got a weapon or something where she can get at it. The other girl's doing the same kind. They're very,
Okay.
very nervous and kind of confrontational, this one.
Okay. Tacoma will continue talking to Zipper. And what she says is, well, it's probably nothing, but these people here, I brought them here because they might have something that you might be interested in. And she points to Eclipse, sort of like, okay, you take over now.
Eclipse slides. I assume they're in a booth, right? They're in like they're at a table.
Yeah, they're sitting at a little table that booth wraps around the back side of it. It's
Alright.
kind of weird.
Okay, cool. So yeah, Eclipse slides into the booth. Doesn't really need or want permission, and she gets straight into it. She's like, "We understand you have come into possession of a certain item, and we are willing to pay to get it back." Basically.
When you sit down beside her, she tenses and she's reaching for both of them are reaching for a weapon.
Let them. I don't
mind.
mind.
Waiting to see what you're gonna say next.
Let
As
them.
soon as you say you're interested in buying, she relaxes. Both of them just immediately relax.
All right.
Especially where you're willing to pay for it.
Okay.
It's like, how much you got?
It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. Eclipse is very firm. She's like, oh god.
Look at your face. What did you just say?
Yeah.
And the other people in the bar, I don't know if you guys are jacking the AR or not, but watching out of the corner of their eye, being nosy. There's a couple little AR glitter things around, some of the little programs and sprites and pixies. There's some stuff around that people are trying to see what you guys are talking about.
I'm gonna try and negotiate with her.
Gundar would like to immediately interrupt this by speaking into Comlink to Eclipse.
Okay.
Gundar says, Eclipse, this take too long. Do you need muscle to speed things up?
I guess I type a little text message to say no, everything's fine for the time being. Just you and Barstill go relax, go get a coffee.
Gundar will go and bench press a truck now.
Okay, yeah, you do that. So Eclipse turns back to Zipper and she says, "Look, this object that you're carrying is obviously it's a risk to you. I see how jumpy and nervous you are when you're getting approached by 3 randoms in a bar. Like this is obviously something you want to get rid of, and it's obviously something that you're going to have trouble getting rid of." Considering not many people are into it,
He's like, no, I got a dozen sellers. You're not even the first person I've seen today. How much money you got?
How much have they offered?
I don't have it here. She's got an attitude.
Yeah.
But I mean, she's like, I'm not nervous. I ain't even got it here. You can't hurt me. How much money you got? Oh God! Ow! A wet dog just ran into the cyber room and shook all over fucking everything. Oh, there's another one. Gundar has failed us.
Tacoma has a proposition.
I was kind of hoping I'd be able to roll on my negotiation, but okay, go on.
You will here in a minute.
All right.
Your negotiation will be useful, but if you don't roll too well, then Tacoma might have an idea.
Okay.
To lower the price. I will be standing by for a second.
No, we need to establish what the price is first. This is what I'm trying to get out of her at the moment. Is
okay.
What does she want for it?
Why you guys are need actually all 3 of you to do a perception plus intuition test. All 3 of you. I know Gundar's outside where they're doing that. There's pretty much nothing going on. It's a nice, calm little area of town. So it's the kind of place where there's a little kid looking out the window of the store above you, across the street, but in the apartment above, seeing two orcs or two trolls. He's happy and excited.
Does this child wish to have Gundar's autograph?
God.
If you ask, he's like, sure. You hear his mom scream, "Get your ass out!" But this is the kind of thing that it's not Gundar's strong point, and I can't really include you in it until they decide to start tearing stuff up.
Gundar can only do so much PR. Gundar does not know PR agency.
What is DR still here? DR, you still there, brother?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Have you rolled?
Yeah.
Okay.
Whatever to get.
Total or individual dice?
I just need to know how many successes you have. How many 5s and 6s?
3.
Okay. How many 1s?
1 fail.
Alright, you're good.
I got
next.
5 5s and 2 6s and 1 1.
Okay, and Tacoma? Alright, she's staring up into space. You at least notice, Nux, or Eclipse, that as she's talking to you with, one hand on the gun, she's got her other hand down to the side, and you can tell that how she's moving, that she's sending a message off.
Okay.
As she's, distract you, your intuition tells you she's bluffing in her aggression, but she's sending a message off to somebody.
Ah, shit. Can I use my area jammer?
You can try.
Oh my god, I've got a level 5 area jammer and I've got no idea how to use it. I just know that it blocks signals. And I'm gonna totally ruin everyone's day in this little cyber bar.
As long as you know you're doing it.
Yeah, okay.
What it should say on the sheet, let me pull yours up. Did we lose Tacoma, by the way?
Potentially?
Whoops, sorry,
Oh,
sorry. I'm
welcome
here.
back. What did you roll?
I pushed the button. Didn't I say?
No, it was muted at the time.
We didn't hear you for the last little while.
Oh, okay. I rolled 3 1s, 1 5 and 1 6.
Oh, yeah. Tacoma's like, okay, what it is you notice that she might be typing, sending a message out. She's faking her, I don't know if you could hear she's faking her aggression to distract him while she sends a message out. You see her doing this, and while he's about to try to do his thing, you get the urge to say, "What the fuck are you typing to?" She triggers your aggression right back, and roll 3 1s and messed up. You're about to just reach across there and rip her cyber deck out of her leg or something. just figure out what you want to do, but you take it too far.
I immediately get on the comm before I start fucking around with this jammer after Tacoma's done that, and I immediately tell Gundar and Barsil that things might be getting a bit hairy. and then I try to activate the area jammer. But yeah, what was the roll for initiative?
Let me find your area jammer one. What sheet is that on?
I don't know. It's just I've written it down on my character sheet as area jammer L5. So I'm guessing that means level 5 area jammer. I think it's in the additional tech folder. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Hang on.
Yeah, if things weren't going hairy, then I would make a suggestion for Sam to try to track the signal, but that's moot now, I guess.
Well, I mean, you can handle it how you want, but you're to the point of almost stab a bitch.
I'm just gonna.
Real, sister.
Let me just.
He can absolutely be intimidated. That can go in your favor, just depending on how you do it.
What is the strength of the wall?
Oh, I think walls are like a 6.
Gundar will smash through wall as he fears for the safety of his compatriots.
Alright, give me just a second.
We need to find the area jammer.
Yeah. Otherwise, I'm just gonna make it up.
Okay. I have not got a
30
problem
more
with
seconds.
making it up. I think there's a directional one, and then there's like an aerial one, and the aerial one's like a bubble, and the directional one like does a specific thing. So if you just want to, and it's a level 5 one, so it's probably going to knock out the shit in surrounding buildings as well.
Yeah, do the 11, and since you know you're doing it, roll 15 dice, and you're gonna need 6 successes.
I got 4 successes.
4 total. How many ones?
2.
Ooh. Nothing happens, but everyone's AR and the little eyeballs on the screens are focused on you. They can tell you're getting ready to do something. They're focused on you. Tacoma's next. What do you do, Tacoma?
Okay, so to recap, what was my previous move? I got all agitated over the bad responses.
So far where we're at is both you and Eclipse noticed that she was sending a message out. He tried to activate an immediate block of signal, to just shut the place down, knowing that it would affect other people. So I let it. It went well. You see that she's doing it. Your reaction is whatever you're about to say, and then we will enter Gundar at the end.
Okay, Tacoma is not used to having real caffeine in her system, so she's gonna overreact badly. She's gonna snatch out her taser, point it at Zipper, and says, "Well, sister, you wanna get some electric? You wanna get electric? Unless you put that away and speak to us exclusively, we will just soften you up a little bit."
4 dice.
4.
Just 4
Oh, you're gonna love it. 2 1s, 1 2, 1 5. Total 9.
While you're talking to her and sassing at her, you're doing. I'm sure you've seen American TV with like black women. You're doing that sassy kind of pointy thing, and you set the taser off, and you tase the shit out of her. I mean, and you're immediately you drop the taser, and you're like, oh my god, what did I?
Well, I was gonna tase her anyway, so.
Yeah, and that's in the back of your mind, and you zap the shit out of her.
Whoops, I guess.
So she's twitching on the ground, your taser's on the floor, and her Gundar.
Gundar comes in with 5 6s, 2 4s, and only 1 fail.
You have a Gundar-shaped hole. I mean, I don't know how you do it, but it's... You've created a rather nice archway for them if they ever decided they... Through the wall, there's computer shit everywhere, the eyeball slings down, and it's like, what the fuck are you doing? The people are like jacking out and reaching for weapons.
Gundar
Most of them, some of them are.
eye.
There's a couple guys going, hey, I'm like, oh, look at this will work. So,
Gundar
pretty much everybody's in shock right now.
Okay,
We're going back to Sam. Sam, what are you doing?
Standing there confused.
Doing anything. All you see is Eclipse just go rigid, and Tacoma tased the shit out of her just for no apparent reason. And here comes Gundar through the wall. What's everybody's initiative again?
Mine's a 10, I think. Let's 10.
Let's put it over here. Who's got the lowest?
Gundar has 3.
Anyone have less than 3?
Nope.
Alright. What's next? Sam, what's yours?
10.
Okay, then that would be Tacoma.
7.
Sam and Dave, roll a dice. Just 1 separately each get.
Okay.
I got it too.
I got a 5.
Alrighty, so Eclipse. Oh, I've got it backwards here. Sam will go first, then Eclipse. So what do you do, Sam?
I take we're entering combat here.
Sorry, you do what?
Are we doing combat now?
That's what I'm asking. What do you want to do here? It's whatever you want to do. Like I said, everybody in the bar is stunned right now. Gundar standing in the door. There's a chick switching in your contact is switching in the booth. And Eclipse is sitting beside her in the booth. I don't know how she managed to not tase you too. But that's what's going on, and you get to react first. Get first say in what happens next.
Sam says, "Oh crap," and ducks for cover.
Everyone's behind you, or you just running looking for something? You gotta.
I can only hear cat per se.
He asked if
sorry,
if you're sticking with the team or if you're going elsewhere to find cover. You gotta be a bit more specific.
Find the nearest cover.
Okay, he just dives under the table, underneath where the one lady's twitching. The other girl hasn't reacted yet to what you guys have done.
Okay.
So Sam's under the table. Your Eclipse is in the booth. Zipper's assed out. Tacoma's at the side, and Eclipse is next.
Okay, so Eclipse immediately Eclipse immediately says this job has just become an extraction. She sends it out over the comlink, and I don't know, quickly tries to attach a picture of Zipper with it. Like she takes a photo of the chick spazzing on the floor in front of her. She's like, right, extract her, and attaches it on her comlink, and then I guess she goes for a gun.
Okay.
What gun have I got? I suppose I've only got my pistol on me. They wouldn't have let me brought the sniper rifle in here, would they?
They wouldn't have cared.
Oh, okay. I've got my.
Who are you gonna snipe in a?
I've got my Nitama Optimum on me, which is like a assault rifle type thing.
Okay.
So I haven't got my like full fucking anti-material rifle thing on me. It's just the sort of like assault rifle, kind of security style assault rifle.
So what are you doing with it? Are you getting out of the bar and covering the room? How are you doing this?
I bring Eclipse brings the assault rifle like she gets her hand on it but doesn't quite bring it to fore, and
are you still in the booth or are you standing?
I think she's stood. I think she's stood up and is looking around for cover.
Okay.
Yeah. She's more likely to be crouched. If I'm honest, she's more likely to be crouched because previous security knowledge.
Basically, Sam freaks out and dives under the table. You get out from the table and are covered the room, but you're not pointing your gun at anybody.
Yeah.
And then I think we.
Oh.
Okay. Get the table, bring you, I guess. What's Gundar doing since you're next? Oh, next is the girl in the booth. She's just freaking out. She's, whatever she was reaching for apparently wasn't a gun because she's not pointing one at you. She's crouched back up in the far corner, away from you, away from everybody, saying, "I didn't know her. I'm not involved. I'm not part of this. Please don't kill me." So now it's Gundar's turn, and Barstool's going to be behind Gundar.
As this has become an extraction mission, as Gundar has heard, Gundar would like to swat the eyeball that is in front of him out of the way in a very aggressive manner, hoping to use its trajectory towards the bar so that it creates a shattering of bottles that will scatter or perhaps injure the bartenders from grabbing weapons, and then make his way over to the twitching, electrocuted woman in the bar and then tuck her over his shoulder to make a quick getaway.
Alrighty, roll your. You find your. We'll have to pause for just a minute, or I'm gonna pee on myself.
Nice work, Gundar.
Gundar is power.
Wait.
All right. We'll do agility, reaction, and intuition. Roll those and don't get more than 3 failures.
Gundar is rolling very good currently.
What'd you end up with?
Gundar has only 1 failure.
Yes!
How many successes?
7 successes.
Yeah, write your movie action rescue scene here and tell it to us. Because whatever you want to do, it works. There's nobody. You're fucking 9 foot tall. These are little nerd dorks. And you come in, you know, tell your story.
With whipping off the glasses from his hand, or from his head, and scattering them to the floor, he takes his axe, wielded with the ancient ruins of his homeland of Canada, smashes the eyeball into the glass behind the bar, shattering it into fragments, scattering the people behind who are reaching for weapons. He bellows to the top of his lungs, "Long live Gundar!" and rushes towards the bar, knocking over some poor unsuspected fellow searching for his glasses on the floor. He picks up the twitching woman, and although she is still being tased, resists the power of the tase in his own gauntlet and says, "Go now, Gundar will lead." And he throws the woman over his shoulder and starts plunging out towards the door, creating a second Gundar-shaped hole in the side of the wall.
That is great. He comes outside. Barcel had been, you know, covering the exterior of the building, mostly just people running and screaming. There's a large. It's not a city master. But that kind of a truck. I've got a. There's a great big armored, you know, motorhome kind of thing out there.
Oh shit.
Sitting waiting for you guys to get into it as you make your extraction.
Wait, it's here for us?
Yes, he's like, yeah, you come out like, whoa, shit, hold. No, it's for us? Yeah, Marshall says, like, get the fuck in. Come on, we got shit to do.
Okay, so I grab... Okay, what's the turn order?
We're going to pause here in a second. Basically, you guys make a successful escape.
Okay,
you'll be in the truck. I just need to use the restroom. You guys get in the truck.
Takuma nudges... Before we get into the truck, Takuma nudges Eclipse to say, "For the damages, give them something for the damages."
I return my glance to her, and I look back to Sam, and I say, I'm kind of hoping that our hacker here will be able to erase all footage of our ever being here. So I'm hoping it will be fine. Like if we gave them,
you and goes, "That's an idea."
Nevertheless, where we're here or not, just leave some money behind. Just throw it under a table or whatever.
Okay,
Sam turns around and shouts back into the bar. That's what you get for messing with Renraku. Then turns to Eclipse and smiles.
I have Eclipse has the biggest smile on her face and just gets into the van. She's like, I don't even care. That's it. We're done here. Back in the van.
Takuma quietly drops a bunch from her share onto the table. As if it was her share of credits, as if it was forgotten there, like... I don't know.
That's
it's
very noble of you. Yeah, that's very noble of you. And I probably would have if Sam hadn't just been like, "That's what you get messing with Renraku, son." I'm all about that. Right, I've also got to use the bathroom, so I will be right back.
When Takuma leaves money, Barcel says, I'll help make this right also, because we might have to come back here and use their stuff again.
Yep.
But he'll help you make sure that it's right.
Gundar is in truck already with hostage.
Good.
Takuma would like to use the first aid skill to check on Zipper.
He's gonna have a small taser burn, but you didn't. Oh no. Give me just a second. Roll 5 dice. Do your medical check roll.
Let's see. I think it's more than 5. Wait. Medicine. I have first aid. Rank 3. 9 dice.
Roll whatever that is for you.
Okay. 9. 2 twos, 3. 2 twos, 2 threes, 2 fours, 2 fives, 1 6. Total 34.
Alrighty, give me just a second. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Alright, I'm back.
We're doing a first aid roll here.
Who got injured?
No, we're checking. Takuma is checking up Zipper just in case. And I did my rolling, but now KT ran away.
I can
Yeah.
hear you.
Just before they jump in the van, just going back real quick to the conversation that Tacoma and Eclipse were having about leaving a cred stick, Eclipse will mention the fact that she would, but she doesn't want any of her cred sticks to be traced back to the team. So...
Except Barsil was also giving some,
Oh, okay.
because
All
they
right,
might
yeah.
need to get back there.
Be clear that we might have to come back here. We'll make it right.
Yeah, okay.
He's got money. That's a sad thing in this one is that depending on what you destroy, he can cover you.
Okay.
That doesn't mean free reign destruction. He didn't buy that guy a new truck, but we might have to come back to this place.
Alright, cool.
Gundor is upset though. Gundor lost his favorite sunglasses.
Oh. It's okay. It's okay, Gundar. We'll get you new sunglasses. I promise.
Even more sparkly than before?
Oh god, yeah.
We'll get you an Elton John replica.
That will
Gundor
get
is
you
pleased.
all the chicks.
Yeah, mate.
Keep Gundar happy and Gundar will keep you happy.
I could see trolls being attracted to like late Elvis, early Elton John, Prince. I could see that style being cool for trolls.
I can
I would-
see
I would
Gundar
like-
rocking around in the full like white Elvis get up, like with the wide trousers and the
Yes.
beautiful.
I would like to see a troll roleplay as Prince.
If Tacoma does proper roles and then may convince Gundar to become Prince impersonator for one option or job.
All in good time.
Okay, so we're all back.
Alright, we're all back?
We're doing the Medicaid roll.
Okay, yeah.
First aid. So I rolled 9 dice and I got total 34.
How many ones and how many successes?
No ones. 2 5s and 1 6.
Alrighty, you're able to tell that you didn't fry her brain, and that with just a little bit of time, she'll calm down and come around.
Okay.
It's up to you if you want to. Okay. Give me just a second. I gotta answer this.
Okay.
We will not have guests.
Mhm.
Yeah, their freezers are full.
Okay.
We just dressed out 2 hogs and a deer in the last 2 days. So far this deer season, we've gotten 5 hogs and 3 whole deer. And we try to give stuff away to friends, and nobody wants any. Like, they did all the work. You just have to come pick up a ham. It's like going to the grocery store, but you don't pay money. They won't even come by to get it.
Are we talking like
Bucks.
gammon here? I know this is sort of going off from Shadowrun, but are we talking like gammon ham here?
It's not like a razorback. They're feral hogs, but they're they're big hogs, and they're aggressive, but not like the Arkansas Razorback with the 3-foot spikes and the big. No, these are just like big fat wild hogs that are really lean.
Yum.
Nice. Yeah, that sounds delicious.
Delicious.
Yeah, I bet.
Which is the off character. we just finished seasoning a lamb.
Ooh, we did lamb a few months ago. We killed 2 lambs. Okay, we're all back. The
Yep.
medical Barsha's gonna get in the front and drive, and it's kind of like what I call a motorhome. It's pretty big. It's armored. You can get into the back from the cab. It's got gun ports, and it's well stocked. Anybody can access whatever you need to link to. It's a mobile command center.
I love this thing. Eclipse is just looking around. She's like in her security element. She's like, this thing is awesome.
Yeah, everything's labeled. One says 9mm, one says 10mm, one says cannon, whatever. You can find what you need here. It's just a rolling assault, unit. But it at least let us get out of the area for now.
Yeah.
And let you guys do the next step, which is you've got the woman. What are you gonna do with her? She'll come around here in just a minute, but there's enough time for you guys to figure out what you want to do with her.
I asked Sam. Yeah, go on.
Sam turns to Eclipse and says, "You search her while I check out her equipment."
Okay.
Sam verifies that her equipment hasn't been damaged by the shot.
Also, we need to make sure that she can't send a message out. Like, Eclipse turns to Sam, she's like, make sure that she's silent, radio-wise. So yeah, Eclipse searches her. And she... I guess she finds a small bag of weed and just pockets it.
Okay, so you get her done, and when you guys mention that, he can block her easily.
Okay,
Truck. Cool. Or any of you guys, Sam can link in and absolutely shut her out, no sweat. You get her cleared, strap her to a stretcher or something in the back of it. You get her secure. It's up to Sam to come if you guys want to play with her little comm link. But she comes around and she's scared shitless.
Once she comes around, then Tacoma will want to have a word.
You guys see the Inish, so just keep running with it. Is there anything Sam wants to do?
Not at this point in time.
Okay. Oops.
After we've done searching her, I don't think we strap her down, but I let her know that if she does anything stupid, and then I tap on my gun and point to Gundar as well, and I'm like, look at this guy, would you run from him? Again?
Again? I can see you doing that all elfy and slinky and like, I'll kill you.
Yeah.
Alright, now it's on to Tacoma. What do you go ahead and do?
Okay, Tacoma's just gonna address her and say, "Girl, you crazy? Don't you know how bad luck I got? Don't you get twitchy on me?" And she nods to Gondar and says, "Bring us drinks, would you please?"
Gundar
What
grunts
do you
and
do,
moves
Gundar?
away.
And make it stiff.
Gundar drops his trousers and says, "Stiff enough?"
Stiff alcohol, please.
I love the
Gundar
idea.
puffs in.
Poor Zipper. She thinks you guys are gonna she's still not quite all with it. No, you're yelling at her, and there's a troll with his pants down, and oh, she's freaking the fuck out. I didn't do it. I didn't do it. What do you want? I'm gonna have it.
How are
I'm gonna
those
get it.
Gondar drinks coming up?
Gundar believes that his intimidation of dropping Trow has now created this hostage who is strapped down to become more verbal in her conversation as he goes off to mix the drinks. He brings back 2 bottles of the finest booze he has that's in the kitchen, and as well a small terminal pad as he tries to eBay find Elton John style glasses and hits the wrong button because I just tried to roll in agility and I failed 3 times. And Gundar
You hit a pothole and you just bought the ugliest shit you could find right there.
Gundar bought 3,000 pairs of Elton John knockoff glasses.
Awesome.
Gundar
Okay.
provides alcohol for them to consume, and then wonders about how he's going to keep, or where he's going to keep all 3,000 pairs of glasses.
On top of each other. So Tacoma will hand one of the drinks to Zipper, roll her eyes a little bit, and drink hers up. Offers her first to Zipper, and like, dude, we're okay. Why did you have to twitch like that? Damn. And basically, I can get like full European sassy if I have to.
Alright, Gundar's just kind of towards the back of the truck. This woman's sitting at a table on the left, she's sitting on the right on the couch thing. It's pretty well positioned for as armored as it is on the inside, I don't know. But it's got everything's comfortable in here where you guys can sit. Where is Tacoma and Eclipse in relation to the room? The woman sitting on a couch, there's a table behind you, the driver's to the left, Gundar's to the rear, to the right.
Tacoma's next to Zipper.
And I'm opposite as I can be to her. Like, if there's a table in between us and another seat on the other side, I'm sitting in that seat. If it's just a table into the wall and then like something else, I'm stood next to the something else.
Okay, you guys are basically sitting across the aisle on the seats. You like how big seat in a motorhome is. You guys are just on each seats across the table from each other, across the aisle from the poor lady on the couch still.
And I'm keeping my eye on her like nobody's business. Like, and I'm not being subtle about it either. I am being completely obvious about the fact that I'm keeping my eye on her. While Tacoma does her thing.
What questions do you ask her? She's cooperative at this point. She's sipping her drink. She's freaked the fuck out, but she says, I don't get paid enough to die here. This was supposed to be as simple. Just put a message, if somebody wants to buy this thing. I'm sorry, I don't even have it. Like, how much money do you have? And I'll present. He wants for it.
I'm just gonna leave this up to Tacoma.
Tacoma will pour out another set of drinks. And sort of looks at the clips like, so what's our budget for this?
When Tacoma addresses Eclipse directly, she doesn't take her eyes off of Zipper, but she sort of sideways mentions that we need to know what other people are playing so we don't get mugged off here. So, find out what the best offer that he's had is.
Alright, how about Gundar, will you roll your perception for me?
Gundar will comply.
No, I got it. Hold on. I've got my damn character sheet right here. I don't know why I don't pull it up.
I trust your...
Okay, okay. Sorry, my stuff's messing up here.
It's all good.
Go on ahead without me. I'll add it in here in just a second once I get my stuff fixed.
Perception should be, 3 successes.
Okay.
No failures.
Okay.
You're killing it tonight, man.
Back to what
Gundar's got
Kama
it,
was
guys.
saying. I'm sorry. I had a question. Go ahead.
Gundar believes that there is no price that we can suggest that will please this current buyer, so we should just say the highest price. Once we get the chip, we will then eliminate all the targets.
That's a very Gundar way of dealing with it.
Kipper's like, no, I'm not part of this. I'm just just part of this.
Then Gundar will then stand up to his full height, clanging head against the top of the bus, and snarl at her, saying, "You will call your person. You will get the piece that we require, and Gundar will consume you tonight in both front and back."
Eclipse immediately puts her hands up between them both. She's like, easy. It doesn't need to go like this.
From the front, Barcel turns around and says, "Offer him 10,000. That's probably more than it's ever going to be worth. But just offer him 10 grand. If he takes it, great. And then we'll, it doesn't matter how much we offer. We can always latch hands on. If he's the thief, we got to deliver him too. But make it. I think 10,000 is about a reasonable where he won't be suspicious."
And Takuma will quickly pour Zipper another drink.
While all this is going on, Eclipse is still looking at Zipper, and she starts saying to her, it didn't have to go like this. Like, you could have worked for us, basically. Like, if this had gone a bit smoother, then you could have been earning money selling our stuff, like the stuff that we get on jobs. But now instead, it's become this.
He says, well, let me tell you what I know, and we can go from there.
Okay.
So my friend, his name's Kerwin Loomis. He's got this little bar around here called Dakota. It's a C with a dash and a D and an A. It's really retarded. He said he's got this disc that he's trying to sell, but he doesn't want to trace back to him. He says, well, I'm a hacker who thought I could do anonymous emails and handle the replies, Here. I wasn't expecting to get kidnapped. I can't afford to die. I have a life that I like.
So it's in your interest to make this work.
Get down off that couch.
Eclipse gets down off the couch, and she's very sorry for jumping up on the furniture.
But so far there's only been a couple replies. She's passed them on to the Kerwin guy. She said they were sent through anonymous channels, so she can't find out who they were from, and she didn't keep any copies. They weren't overly interested. She says she can try to stall these other people for as long as possible, but if you guys are willing to pay it, I'll get a hold of it. Just a second.
Gundar believes you'll get him on the phone now, then we will agree to pay.
He says I can't. He's at his bar. He doesn't have a phone. It's a real dump. But I can tell you where the bar is. I'll take you if I have to go. Oh, I really don't want to. Just drop me off here. Where it is. Go talk to him.
Ooh.
She's too valuable. She's too valuable to us to just drop her off on the street.
Yeah, too bad. We should probably go there, but about dropping you off? I don't know about that. However, how about a drink?
Everybody roll your intuition.
Okay.
Your intuition is very good.
Gundar tuition at 6, and Gundar would
Whoa.
wish to say, you lied to us. Even if we keep you here, there will be no doors, there will be no hideouts that I will not come and find you, and you will then enjoy Gundar's tasty troll meat.
I just love how we've got a nymphomaniac troll on the team. Like, in what other universe is this likely to happen? It's blown my mind.
I just feel sorry for his new wife.
What you need to know after the roll, just the final score?
How many successes and how many failures?
I got one success and one fail.
No,
So
no
you
ones
even
or
out.
twos. I've got 3 threes, 1 4, and 1 5.
Okay, you got a minimal success.
Okay.
You guys gather that, if you put her out on the street, she's going to call Loomis and warn him. But she's going to also tell him you're coming with $10,000, supposedly. Anyway, you guys are coming with cash to buy the disc, but she's absolutely going to warn him that you're coming. Otherwise, she's no threat at all. She can't hurt you. That's like grabbing some little high school, chess team kid and beating the shit out of him and saying, "You're not going to tell anybody about this." He's
Is
going to go tell somebody, but he can't hurt you.
Eclipse okay, is she able
And that's pretty much
to
what everybody gets.
is Eclipse able to sort of say to her like what are you I don't know how she'd word this, but are you valuable to the guy who runs the CUDA?
She's like, he's just a friend. Just like what you're saying. When he gets up interesting, when he wants, to take me out for dinner, we get together.
Okay.
Otherwise, I'm just a friend.
Oh, ooh.
I don't know where any secret hidden coda. When you see his place, you'll be like, dude, you could do so much better, and I could. I need a dead boyfriend. But anyway, this guy, he's a dirtbag. I mean, his daddy was somebody special, but he's not. I don't know how to.
Can I try something here?
Try
Tacoma has a skill, an intuition-based skill called misdirection and bullshit detection, rank 3.
Yes.
So I can roll 8 dice to sort of poke a hole in her story.
I remember how well this went last time.
It's a very solid story. The guy's just a friend of hers. There's nothing even intimate about it. They're just good friends. If he needs something sold, he comes to her because she can do it. She's as close to a Shadowrunner as he's ever going to get.
Yeah, of
and
course.
she means
of
that
course.
when you see his place, it's one of those things. His daddy had money. He was spoiled. He bought a bar, and can't run it for shit.
Yeah, of course. Regardless of the bullshittery, Tacoma would make the same suggestion that they head over there immediately, while Zipper is still on board.
Yeah.
She said that if that's what it takes, that's fine. She just doesn't want to. She doesn't want to be involved in this anymore. She just wants to go home. But if you drag her along, there ain't shit she can do about it.
Well, we're
And
basically
you
keeping her
absolutely know,
hostage.
As soon as she gets out of the truck, she's going to call him. But happy about it.
Okay, so I guess we're heading to the bar.
I remember she's like Tacoma size. She's a little dwarf. Everyone else except Tacoma is big, and the only one at her level is in her face.
But I mean, if we sat Barstill with her or Gundar, she wouldn't go anywhere.
No, like if you left her in the car with Barstool and keep me out of the way, it'll absolutely be fine.
All right.
She won't be a threat. She's not. She's a nobody.
She's an asset,
left
man.
with Gundar, and Gundar will take good care.
Yeah, when Gundar says this, Eclipse shakes her head and she's like, no, it's definitely Barstill who's staying here. Like, I cannot risk
She's like,
an incident.
So, please don't give me to the large one.
I'll give you to the other large one.
Gundar snickers.
Get some Milky Way with that.
Okay, so yeah,
what do you guys do? You gonna go to the bar?
we're heading on our way to the bar, and I think we're gonna use this time to just finalise any potential plans that we might have for when we get there.
Sounds good. How long have we been running? This one doesn't have a timer that I know where it's at.
An hour and a
Gundar says
quarter.
me right now.
A little over an hour. Is everybody good? You want to keep going, or are we good for today?
I'm happy to continue.
Gundar is
Yeah.
comfortable with another 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's keep going.
DR?
All right.
Yeah, fine by me.
Alright, sweet, excellent.
All right. I'll read this to you. It says, now the team knows who's selling the disc, but getting it is going to be another matter. Anyway, you show up at the sleazy bar. Look in the dictionary for the definition of a dive bar, and they'll have a picture of the coda. In a building that looks like it should have been condemned 10 years ago, its closest neighbor appeared to be an abandoned barber shop on one side and a large rambling junkyard on the other. The neon sign above the door proclaimed it to be the C-VA. The huddle of chipheads squatting in the doorway for a flashlight experience. Don't step in the puddles of vomit as you go inside.
Okay.
It's trashy. The music is vibrating the street. You can smell it from here. It's on one of those streets that always smells like a dumpster.
Okay.
Gundar tilts
Sitting
his
outside,
glasses.
the BTL chip heads. But the guy's gonna be inside. As far as he said, yeah, that's the place. He's in there. Can I stay in the truck?
Okay.
Gundar adjusts his newfound Elton John glasses and says, "This does appear to be a dive bar, as is a colloquial or informal English term for a somewhat disreputable bar or pub. Gundar believes he should go in first."
Hang on,
Go.
before we continue, can I just say what kind of hardcore as fuck Amazon Prime delivery service are you using that gets the stuff to you like the next hour or like the same hour? And
They're using drones,
where can Eclipse sign up to this? This sounds amazing.
dude.
Yeah.
That's
Must be that new
2074
drone
drone
service that they
system for
deliver
Amazon.
to getaway vans.
Yeah, as we're just driving down the street, Amazon's trying to make a delivery of like 3,000 pairs of Elton John glasses. This is the best thing. Yeah,
Gundar
Eclipse.
had them in shipments.
Yeah, he got the one, and then he'll get the 3,000 in a week at his house. But this one, it just tracked his GPS and flew right to him.
That's amazing. Yeah, Eclipse agrees with the idea that Gundar should go first and sort of scout around a little bit. And she'll probably follow.
Gundar does not scout. Gundar leads.
Okay, as Eclipse follows Gundar out of the van, she turns back to Zipper and says, "Don't do anything stupid. You know what will happen if you do anything stupid. Basically, if look at these guys, we're not amateurs." And then I turn and walk out and follow Gundar into the bar.
All right. In the bar, there's some outside there's some bikes, ganger cars, and bikes and stuff. Inside, you can tell that there's a gang in here. It's a gang bar. On one of the jackets, it says the Trashers. Mostly orcs. They've got one pro and a whole bunch of fucking junky humans. You can tell that they're BTL guys. The ones that are and then the local security for the bar.
Yeah.
20 of them in here, and then there's a bartender. There's there's about 50 people in the room. It's a good sized room, and you can see a stairway in the back that goes up to a big mirrored window kind of thing up above the bar at the back.
Okay.
When you guys come in, all the trashers, you can immediately spot the leader because everyone looks to him to see what they want to do, and he just kind of nods and everybody just calms down and goes back to doing what they're doing when you come in.
Alright,
Gundar would like to roll a quick perception to see if he knows who the leader is, as he is from the street fighting world up in Canada, so he would know which biker gangs are where, and may or may not have had dealings with said biker group, the Trashers.
And if that doesn't work, Eclipse has got a intuition Seattle gangs, so I can roll on that as well.
Right. Does anyone else have that?
Sam has underworld politics, maybe.
Okay. All of you go ahead and roll the check for it,
Okay.
and I'll see if I can't get you a little more information real quick.
3 successes, 1 3, no failures.
I got 2 failures, 2 successes.
Okay,
No
so
fail,
yours.
1 success.
What was yours again, Sam?
No failures, 1 success.
Okay. All you know is that the Trashers pretty much run about a 6-block area here. They're not very big and not very important. They're peddling exchange drinks. They get to peddle the BTLs on the premises, and they get to they kind of if there's a fight. So if there's any problem in this place, you guys will have to deal with them.
Okay.
They're not really causing any trouble, but there's enough of them that you guys would have a problem if it went that way.
Alright. Well, in that case, yeah, I just approach the bar and settle into the bar
You're looking for a
stool.
guy named Loomis.
His name's Loomis, yeah. I know she told us that, but I didn't write it down anywhere, so let me just... Lumus, yeah?
Yes, Loomis.
Okay, Loomis. Yeah. So yeah, Eclipse orders a drink and asks if Loomis is available.
What was it again? I'm sorry, it glitched.
Eclipse settles up at the bar. She orders a drink and asks if Loomis is available to speak.
The bartender asks you, who are you and what do you want? And you can see he bumps a button down on the other side of the counter.
Oh
And the
shit.
leader of the gang takes notice and is, he's not moving towards you, but he hears the name Loomis and is paying attention to what you're doing. You also, in your comlink from outside, you hear that we're not alone here from Marshall in the truck. It's not, I don't know who it is, but we're not alone.
Okay. The van's locked though, isn't it? The van's
Yeah,
super
he's in
locked
the van
down.
outside running outside security, outside surveillance for y'all.
Okay.
And he spotted another team, coming to the bar for some reason or another. He doesn't know who they are, what they're doing, but there's another Shadowrun team converging on the bar.
Oh shit. This is it. Game over, guys. It's been
The
fun.
lieutenant inside, the ganger boss, is watching you. The bartender's just asking why you want Loomis, and he's already alerted Loomis that you're in.
Okay. Well, Eclipse mentions that we don't want any trouble. Like, that's the
That's
last
what
thing
all
we
they
want.
all say.
Yeah, it's the last thing we want right now is trouble. We just want to talk about an item that's come into Loomis's possession recently and possibly give him money for it, basically. Like, we're willing to make a trade on this.
Okay, the bartender nods to the lieutenant. The lieutenant smacks some guy upside the little orc upside the back of the head. And he runs upstairs to the door.
Okay.
He knocks on it, and everybody in the bar is watching what's going on. He knocks on it again, and the lieutenant Notch opens the door, and he said, "Back." And from your comlink, you hear somebody just went to the junkyard. The team's going that way.
Okay.
So basically, they send somebody up to knock. The guy to the junkyard that's behind the place.
Hang on, it cut out there for a second. Could you repeat that?
Basically, what's going on is that they went up. Loomis had already split out a back door into the junkyard place, and from outside, Barstow's telling you that that's where that Shadowrun team has done.
Okay.
So he's outside out back with someone else trying to intercept him.
Alright, as soon as we find out that he's not going to be there, I suppose we make a run for the door.
Front door or back door?
May I make a suggestion?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Since the bartender is in contact with Loomis, and there is another team after him, Tacoma suggests to alert Loomis of that predicament. That there is a team after him who looks totally hostile, you guys. Meanwhile, we are seeking to do business.
We are here to protect him, says Gundar.
And
All right.
business.
Roll your. Find your sheet real quick. You can tell that what he did was lit a light or something up top. Roll your willpower. Yeah, just roll willpower.
Me?
Yes. It should be a 6.
Okay, what do I need to get?
At least one success. Total.
2 6s.
How many ones?
2.
Any 5s?
Nope.
Alright. Points is he just says all I had is a button. Roll your perception.
Perception.
Is Sam still here?
Yeah, just kind of fine.
Sam only?
Yeah, Sam only.
Oh, okay.
Got a 1, a 2, and a 6.
1, a 2, and a 6. Well,
Yeah.
shit. I'll give it one more shot. Clips, roll.
Say again, sorry?
Eclipse, roll your perception. I
Eclipse-
want you guys to see something, and if you don't, you don't. But
Perception. Okay,
apparently
look.
nobody wants to see the thing.
Dice pool 10. We've got to do this. Okay, 4
Can I-
successes.
And
Zero,
right now, time
zero
has
ones.
stopped. I mean, we're just trying to see if you guys notice something before you run with your plan.
It's gone fully like Max Payne Matrix.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, I rolled 0 1s, 0 2s. I got 2 5s and 2 6s.
All right. You notice that the bartender's got a comm link that he might be able to get a hold of Loomis directly if Loomis happened to have skipped out with his.
Okay.
It was just a button and a light, but you see that him or maybe the lieutenant behind you might be able to comm link and warn him, and so you guys continue with what you're doing. Whether or not you will or not, you may have to shake him, but you at least see that is a possibility.
Okay, well, Eclipse turns around to the rest of the patrons in the bar, and I signal to my team. I signal to the team to move. I signal to them to sort of get closer to the door. But I address the gang members with my etiquette and my Seattle gang knowledge, because you know that's
I
a
saw
thing.
that movie once.
And I say to them, look, the guy who runs this bar is going to be in a lot of trouble if one of you doesn't get through to him and tell him, look, we're here to protect him, basically. We're here to look after him. We just came to make a deal, but now it seems like his life is in danger, so we need to protect him, because otherwise none of us get what we want. Like, you lose a place to drink or whatever, we lose the thing that we want, he loses his life, potentially, which is something I'm sure he doesn't necessarily want to happen. So, you guys, if you can get in touch with him, please, do this. Get in touch with him. Help us out here. Help us, help
Alright.
you, help us.
The
Where's the
bartender,
bone?
the bartender stands there looking stupid, but the lieutenant pulls his data jack out, and he also smacks another orc, points upstairs, and that orc runs up, and while he's trying to get a hold of him on the comm link, you hear the orc yell, "Help's here! Hide!" just screams it out over the fucking junkyard. So you guys won't have surprise, but at least the guy might be hiding. And the lieutenant says, he shakes his head, no, I can't get a hold of him. They say, we'll go out the back, you go around the front, and we'll see if we can't save the boss.
Alright, sweet, yeah. Eclipse agrees to this idea. She thanks him for his help, and then joins her team in leaving the bar.
Alrighty. When you get outside, you hear the orc screaming out the back door, like, and the whole like, which is a good distraction. There's nobody out on the street. You see the van, and Barcel's in there. He's, hi, how you doing? He's like, do it that way. If you need him, he can bust through, do whatever you need to do. You guys, just tell me what I need to do from there. The gates to the junkyard have been open and are swung open a little bit, so you can absolutely get in that way, no hassle. What do you do from there? Let me see if I can get this picture.
Before anything happens, I asked Barcel to throw me my sniper rifle instead, and I'd swap out my assault rifle for the sniper rifle.
Is anyone else doing anything with the...
Gundar will wield his mighty axe, which is scribed with the ruins of his people.
The Canadian runes! I love it!
Alright.
Sam asks Barcel if he's got any spare grenades in there.
Alright. Since you guys take just a moment longer to hit the truck, you can hear the orcs running and screaming, and you start to hear gunfire out there.
Oh shit.
You guys get your stuff. You're just a couple rounds behind, but at least you're not fighting the troll, the biker gang. But they got it started without you.
Okay, yeah, that's fair enough.
When you go in, the gate that they went through, I'm looking at the map. The street basically goes past the little barber shop and whatever. The Coda Club would be at the end. And then at the end of the street is this junkyard. You could drive straight into the junkyard. And the truck is, you guys' van is facing that way where that can happen. There's just big piles of junk. between 6, 10, 15 foot high. There's 3 rows that run through it one direction, and then you can maze the rest of it. There's a
Okay.
giant crane, and across it, it's about 200 yards by 300 yards. It's a pretty big area with just junk. Stacks of cars. If you spot somebody, you could probably shoot through windshields, through windows and get some
Okay.
parts. But it's just a big junkyard.
Do we still have the drone with us?
Yes, well, I don't know if it'll be in this truck. You could have left it at the apartment, but you didn't say you took it. But it would not be in the truck.
We didn't take it specifically.
Okay, then no, you can have it.
Okay, and the truck doesn't have any camera drones in its arsenal.
It does. You can
How
jump in the truck
handy!
and run 3 of them.
Let's send 2 camera drones flying across up in the sky so that we can get a good overview of the junkyard.
Okay, Sam, Eclipse can link into those drones and get kind of like a HUD display kind of in the corner of your mind.
That's right.
Where you guys are hackers and have the links, you can do that. Gundar can't because he doesn't have it, and Barstool's obviously in the truck and can't do it. He can monitor it through the truck, but not through himself. So everybody can be linked in and see what's going on through the cameras. And you can see, where they're already going that way. Tacoma's in control of them, but everybody can see. There's a dozen gunfights going on between probably about 50 people now, between the trolls and this hit team. It wasn't like just 2 or 3 people. They sent a massive amount of people to come get this guy for whatever reason.
Would Sam be able to send out a message for the guy that we are looking for?
Well, he probably doesn't have his phone.
We're gonna, since Gundar's leaving and this is an action scene that works for him, we're gonna go ahead and stop here.
Yeah.
It's outside the fence. You can see some of the firefighting with the cameras. You're getting ready to go through.
Excellent. Alright, fantastic. I think we'll call it there for today then.
Gundar is excited for the end of this next week.
Yeah, this is going to be awesome.
But I'll see if I can pull up some pictures of various junkyards. So you have a better view of I can do this thing. Jump
Right.
up on top and fly screaming off.
If you get us the maps, then we can work with that.
Yeah, I'll see if I can get the map to you, even if it's just through Facebook or on the other site, on the Chaos Nova site.